It's really hard to start a video like this with my kind of personality because I can't quite get to where I want to be to open up a video. It feels false doing an introduction when I'm not myself, and I know that I'm gonna have to fake it at some point.
1, 2, 3, fuck it.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Lipsy and we're back with another video. I've procrastinated this for so long, like nearly a month now, but I couldn't let it go on any longer because I could feel myself trying to escape from doing YouTube when YouTube is meant to be my escape. And I needed to talk about this. It wasn't something that I could ignore because I talk about Mildred so often in my videos, and I put her in so many of my videos that I had to talk about her and what's happened, because I didn't think it'd be fair on her to just ignore the fact that she wasn't here anymore. So my best friend Mildred passed away on the early hours of the 9th of January 2021. She was 16 years old and she lived the best life ever. She was so loved and she always had someone looking after her, and she always had company and the best food, always the best food. And the best times, but it's still so shit. So before we go any further in this video, I really want to point out that I'm not making this video for attention. I'm not making this video for any other reason than the fact I knew that I couldn't continue my YouTube channel without explaining why Mildred isn't in my videos anymore. Obviously I intend my YouTube to go far, and I hope that I look back in this video in 10 years time when I've made it to like 1 million subscribers and I'm like, I'm glad I did that because now everyone knows of Mildred. So, I mean, if you're somebody who loves dogs and it's emotional and it's too hard for you or brings back memories, don't watch this video. But I just wanted to make it a lot for myself. But for anyone who wanted to know anything, or for anyone who was wondering why she isn't in my videos anymore. So at the beginning of January this year, Mildred started to cough, and she started to cough a lot more frequently. We thought for a while that she had Cushing's disease, and it turned out that she actually had fluid on her lung, and so they gave us antibiotics to fix it, and it didn't look like it was gonna fix her. About a week later she started to give out in her back legs, and this is indication of kidney failure, and there was also a chance that there was inflammation of the brain. And on the 8th of January she started to suffer from seizures, and they just got worse and worse as the day progressed, and we came to the decision that it was probably best that we took Mildred in and we had her euthanized. It feels like it's too early to make this video, but at the same time it's been like a month. And I expect the tears to stop and everything to stop hurting, but it doesn't. So anyone who knows me knows that Mildred was just my best friend and my whole entire life. If you met me once, you'll know about Mildred. If you've watched my videos once, you'll know about Mildred. She really was the light in my life. I mean, she was the main character and we were all just the side parts. We were all the extras in her life. And honestly, she knew it. She was such a little queen. She was a queen from day one, from the time we had her. I remember when we had her and I was 9 years old, 8 years old, and my mother said to me, we're gonna go and see some puppies tonight because I'm gonna get you a puppy, and I was like really excited. And I remember my dad came over and we were gonna drive up to Aberdare to see these puppies, and my dad went in the bathroom and my mother said, are we gonna go and see the puppies? And my dad didn't come out of the bathroom. Obviously they'd made this plan before, and my mother was like, are we gonna go and see the puppies? And then my dad came out of the bathroom and he was holding this tiny little black and white thing, and I'd never seen a Shih Tzu before Mildred, and I remember being like looking around, and she said, this is your puppy, and I took Mildred, and I remember holding her for the first time. It was the first time I'd ever cried out of happiness, not sadness. And I remember like the second I met her, like our souls like touched. We were always so close, and we always just had this understanding of each other. I mean, Mildred saw me through primary school to comp, she saw me like prom, like she was there with me and Simon got engaged, and obviously we really wanted her in our wedding, but it wasn't right to keep her going when it would have been for selfish reasons. I mean, she went, she was so comfortable, and the vet, I'm not going to give her name because it's not fair on her if she didn't want to be known. We went to Valley Vets in Gwaelod Garth in Cardiff, and it was an all-night service, and the receptionists were absolutely amazing. And we saw a vet who gave us all of our options and then said that basically Mildred could last another 2 years, but those 2 years could be uncomfortable for her. And I mean, she was deaf and she was blind. It was the right time, but this vet honestly made me feel so right about it, and she made me feel like it was the kind thing to do. And it was the kind thing to do, but I just didn't want to lose my best friend. We decided to have her euthanized, and so when we were in the room with her, I got to hold her, and she made the process so easy. And Mildred was cuddling into me, and when she went to get the injection, and Simon went out of the car to fetch something or something, me and Mildred had a little bit of time to ourselves. She was still wagging her tail and playing with me. She always... I'm so sorry about how choppy this video is going to be. I'm just not showing myself crying all the time, because you could literally have like a 50-minute video of this. She always used to put her arms either side of my neck and her feet on my knees, and she'd she'd just wag her tail and bark and play with me, because I used to pretend to bite her ears, and I'd go, and she'd like get excited and wag her tail and stuff, and that's what she did. She was playing with me in like the last couple of minutes. And then when everyone came back to the room, I had her lying on her side with me, and her head was like kind of like here, and Simon was the other side of me and he was looking her in the eye, and she gave the injection, and Mildred did a big stretch, and she fell asleep and got into me, and she literally pressed her head into like here, right here, and I could feel her, like how forcefully she put her head into me. And the vet said like she could tell how we were like soulmates. And it was like a really peaceful, beautiful ending for her. I mean, she deserved that kind of ending. She would have hated anyone to see her in distress. I mean, if you're watching this and you're not a dog person, you're probably not gonna get it. But honestly, when if you'd have met Mildred, you knew that she was like this sassy librarian type queen, and anyone who came across her was a peasant. She was so bossy. Like, she had her food fed to her on a fork. She had her pillows fluffed for her. She slept in bed. She didn't sleep in her own bed. Her favourite food was minted lamb steaks. She absolutely loved them, and pepperonis. She went wild for a pepperoni. It was her favourite thing. And she just, in the last year or two, she did kind of lose her energy, and you could tell that she was becoming an old little dog. Beautiful little dog. If you never saw Mildred, Mildred was a Shih Tzu, and I would recommend Shih Tzus to absolutely everybody. The most comical little breed, just full of fun and always there for you and your best friend. I suppose that's every dog, but I think in the future, if I wanted to go and have another dog, which is something like that I kind of feel guilty about, that I would want another dog in the future. It makes me feel guilty and it makes me feel wrong right now, and that's kind of why I haven't gone straight to buy another dog, is because I didn't want her to feel replaced. So like, if I did have a dog in the future, I think I would like another Shih Tzu, because I just think they're so comical. And I think this whole thing has left me with a bit more of a interest in a higher place, because I feel like she's around me. Like, I mean, you guys know that I'm into the paranormal, I'm into psychic stuff, but I've always found when someone's close to me, I can't make that connection. But with Baby, she had so many names, like Baby, Princess, Baby Bear, Mildred Bear, Millie. Fun story actually, my dad, when he took her to the vet for the first time, he put her down as Millie because he didn't want to say that her name was Mildred. But when Baby passed away, it made me feel like she's safe. I didn't feel panicked. I didn't feel like she was in this horrible world. I felt like she was safe and comfortable, and just seeing her at peace. There was something weirdly beautiful about it, seeing that she wasn't in pain. And what's really sad is I didn't realise how much pain she was in at the end, and how much pain she'd been in for such a long time. She used to lie in like awkward ways because it would make her more comfortable, and I didn't realise that. I suppose you don't want to see it. I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know that, yeah, Mildred is no longer with us in this world, but she is forever the queen of our hearts, and she will always be remembered. I mean, me and Simon have had this joke that we're gonna, it's not even a joke because it's true, we're gonna have a photo of her put up, so when we have kids and they look at her, it'll kind of be like the elf on the shelf deal, where we're like, Mildred will tell us if you do something wrong. So that's cute. But I'm also trying to push Simon to let me have Mildred included in one of the kids' names, but he says no so far. But yeah, I think like there's little coping strategies I've had, and nothing's really working, but it's working the best it can. I mean, I think I just keep saying like I just want one more catch. Just one more little catch where that would tie me over. And it's not true, because it wouldn't, and I just want one more. Where we used to babysit this dog called Phoebe, and Phoebe came over and Mildred took her to the garden straight away to play. Phoebe was quite a bit older than Mildred, and she went out the garden, and Mildred had this fascination with plastic boxes, anything plastic boxes wise. So this was a candy floss box, so it was see-through. And I just remember Mildred running around the garden like crazy, and all of a sudden finding this candy floss box, and she stuck her head in it like really fast and looked at Phoebe, like turning around with this box on her head, and Phoebe looked at her, and I remember Phoebe took a double take and she kind of went, and I remember seeing the face, like I know she's a dog, but I saw the facial expression in Phoebe, and Mildred just thought it was great, like she'd run around the garden with it on her head, bashing into everything possible. I'll miss having to buy an extra double cheeseburger at McDonald's every time. Jumbo sausages. I'll miss chopping up pepperonis into tiny little pieces. And I'll miss chopping up hot dog sausages and putting them in the microwave because it's the only thing she'd eat. And I'll literally miss everything about her until the day I die. She was my soulmate, my best friend, my sister, just everything to me. And now that she's gone, I just feel like there's this massive hole in my life and I don't know what to fill it with. This is Audrey, by the way. This is Mildred's bear. She had it from when she was little, so Audrey's mine now. For now, my sparkle is entirely diminished and it's never been duller in my life. I feel part of my sparkle went with Mildred. So I can't end this video with my usual phrase, but I just want to leave it on this. Rest in peace, Mildred. Hubble bubble henceforth.